What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sports Geek. I'm your host, Errol. Where do I start? First and foremost, thank you so much for joining me as always. And I'm going to try and get on a schedule with this to kind of be a little bit more consistent. Maybe I have a calendar. Maybe I say show is going to be on Wednesday and Friday at this time and just stick to it just so I could be on more. It's kind of difficult. With the job that pays the bills and then family obligations and things like that. So it's kind of tough, but I want to do the show more. But I've got to say, I've been watching the Yankees over the past week, and I don't know, man, they still look lost to me. They look like they don't have an identity as a team. I'm not saying that the guys aren't trying. I'm not saying that they're not putting in their work. But it seems to me like they're missing that fight. So that's why I feel like the June swoon might start even earlier, right? I mean, they're playing the Kansas City Royals today. You're supposed to beat the Royals, right? You're supposed to beat certain teams like the Mets, which that didn't happen, right? You split with the Rays. Until you can prove to me that you can beat the Rays, say in a 3-game series, 2 games out of 3, 4-game series, 3 out of 4, I don't trust the team. I don't trust anyone on the team. There's too many guys that are slumping right now. There's too many guys that are not putting the barrel on the ball. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. The bullpen's in shambles, right? And the hitting is not really coming around. Once again, if Judge or Bellinger or Rice is slumping, no one hits. No one hits. The table setters aren't there, right? It's pretty sad. It's extremely sad. That's why I still think they're a bad team. I just do. I can't until they play teams like the Braves, the Cubs, the Dodgers. They're supposed to beat Milwaukee. Milwaukee's okay. They're all right. They're above average. You saw what the Dodgers did to them over the weekend. Mincemeat. The Dodgers that's my standard. Till you can prove to me that you can play with that team. The Braves got a great record right now. They're kicking ass and taking names. Cubs seem to be playing strong. Guardians seem to be playing strong. They're that scrappy kind of team. Same thing with Toronto. You split with Toronto. The Blue Jays roster has so many injuries, and you couldn't beat half their team that are injured. When the Yankees are injured, as a Yankee fan, we're always like, oh my God, well, that guy's injured and that guy's injured and that guy's injured. Well, we give excuses. Bro, the Blue Jays have been riddled with injuries, and you basically split with them. You're supposed to beat up teams like that have a below than average record. So my faith is dwindling, and it sounds like I'm being a hater. I'm not being a hater. I'm a Yankee fan. I want them to do well. But I got to speak the truth. I'm not going against any other content creators out there that are working their tails off to bring you guys content more often than I do. That's got statistics, analytics, a lot of things to look at and show. And they still speak well of the Yankees. Hey, that's great. That's great. I'm not trying to be different or be an outcast. I'm just looking at what I'm seeing, and I just don't understand what's happening with the team. They made some really good strides and made quick changes where usually leave a player in too long or hold on to him too long. They let other players go. Like, for example, they let Randall Grichuk go. Do I miss Randall Grichuk right now? No. I mean, now that, Spencer Jones is sent down, and then, you got Dominguez that's still on the concussion alert thing. I didn't even know that guy was still alive till I saw him in a game against Toronto. He was cheering the bullpen. No update, nothing. We heard he was on a concussion list, under watch, and then quiet. I'm like, is this guy even on the team anymore? Where is he? And then I saw him in the dugout once. No update from the Yankees. Nothing. Didn't even go. I thought it was zombie Jason Dominguez in the dugout. to be honest with you. Shook me up. Right? But do I miss Randall Grichuk? No. And then what happens when they release Randall Grichuk? Oh, goes on to the White Sox and performs like a rock star. Aaron Hicks release, goes to the Baltimore Orioles, performs like a rock star. Luis Severino goes on, Sons of the Mets, pitches like a rock star. They all fall back from grace eventually. Because if you suck here, you'll eventually suck someplace else. Right? They come here, I don't know, maybe they don't like New York. Maybe they don't like the atmosphere. Maybe it's not a good enough environment for them. Who knows what it is. You heard Sonny Gray complain about it. But at the end of the day, you're getting paid to do a job. So perform. Figure your shit out. Figure it out. Go to the batting coaches. Go to the pitching coaches. Hey, man, I sucked last couple games. You got to help me get myself back on track. I'm not saying that most players don't do that. I'm not saying they don't have the drive to, but something is weird that they come here and they're horrible, then they leave, they're great, and then they go back to who they really are. Just weird. Really weird. But no, I like that they're making aggressive moves because the era or time frame to win is closing with Judge getting older, Garrett Cole getting older. Wow, he looked great today. Hats off to Garrett Cole. I mean, the bullpen blew it. But Garrett Cole came in and shoved. He shoved. 6 innings, shoved. And we couldn't do him a solid because the offense just said, I don't know, maybe not today. I'm too tired. Weird. So I think they need to really figure out who they are and what they want to do as a baseball club. This philosophy of getting home run hitters or power hitters that strike out a lot, what championship has that led you to in the past 16 going on 17 years? What has it brought? Because when they were winning back in the day, they had guys, 3 or 4 guys hitting 300 on the team. I'm not saying you gotta all have guys that hit for average. You do need power in there, but limit the strikeouts. And for the love of God, I don't know where these players are. Maybe they no longer exist in Major League Baseball, but when I was a kid, there were players that could hit in the clutch. Where are those guys? We don't have many on our team. Maybe 1, maybe 2, if that. Caballero is one of them. I'll even say Trent Grisham's one of them. Judge, I'm not quite so sure. Judge is all or nothing. I'm not sure he's quite clutch. Because there's too many times I see where he does not come through in the clutch. He did yesterday. Did a two walk-off home run, to win the game. But what a pitching matchup. I mean, Ryan Weathers is looking really good. I think one more year of development for Will Warren. In my opinion, Will Warren has the filthiest stuff on the team with movement, not velocity, movement. I think his velocity around 95, 96, somewhere around there, maybe 94 average. But his stuff is like Bugs Bunny baseball, like, that cartoon where it's the balls are spinning and moving on. It's kind of that, it's that filthy. I think if he progresses again next year, Will Warren will be another ace on that team next to Cam Schiller. I'm telling you, watch the kid. He's got filthy stuff. Filthy stuff. Movement is insane. He just has to control it. So, and he's making progress this year, and I think he can progress again next year. I think by year 3, you'll see Will Warren come into his own. So, the Yankees, from what we've heard of their pitching depth in the minors, I don't understand why they can't call up guys to fill bullpen spots that are letting the team down. They're losing too many close games. These games add up come the end of the year when you look at your record and you can't win your division to have better placement in the playoffs. I mean, this is all rudimentary shit here. This is nothing different. So yes, that's why I think the June soon is coming early. That's why I think they're still a bad team. And that's why I think the Yankees need a change. They need a change in the bullpen. Too many times things go undressed. I'll take Andrew Friedman. He's VP of Ops or whatever for the Dodgers. He tries to fix the team in the offseason, not at the trade deadline when prices are too expensive. Time and time again for the Yankees, not fix third base, not fix the outfield, not fix this, not go after right-handed catcher this offseason. Now, if y'all think they're trading for Ryan Jeffers, y'all fucking crazy. Ryan Jeffers is killing it right now. And if Minnesota, whether they're in it or not, wants to trade him, you're going to pay. It's going to cost you dearly. You think teams are stupid? You think other teams just go, oh yeah, we'll take Austin Wells and throw in a prospect. You hope and pray. You hope that they're dumb. They might want a Ben Hess. They might want, need I dare say, Elmer Rodriguez. You think you're just going to get Ryan Jeffers for free? They're going to need a catcher, so yeah, you can go, okay, Wells is good defensively. They'll take that since they don't have a winning record right now, but they're going to want some prospects back. So how many more prospects are we going to keep trading? I know Judge and Cole's time are coming to an end, but you do have to leverage for the future as well. So how many players are we trading away? Yankees traded away a lot of good catching prospects. You look around the league, a lot of Yankee prospects are now major league catchers for teams. I'm curious to see how they're going to go at the draft this year. I think shortstop, we're good. We got Dax Kilby, we got George Lombard Jr., right? I think we're good there. Could we draft another shortstop? Sure. But they need to backfill the catching position because they trade a lot away. That was your position of strength, and now it's basically depleted. I'm curious to see. But didn't want to come on here too long. We're basically, with today's game, we're a third of the way through the season. It'll be 54 games or 53 games before today's game, which is Monday. Happy Memorial Day, everybody, by the way. But yeah, just looking at some, it's the same thing as last year. I'm looking at Baseball Reference right now. Let me see if I could share this. Sometimes when I share, my volume goes out. So I cringe when I share a screen. So I'm hoping the volume stays. We'll see. Share. So not sure if you can see that, but too many guys hitting below. It was the same as last year and the year before, right? Austin Wells, 169 batting average. Spencer Jones didn't do dick, 167. Trent Grisham, 188. Jason Dominguez, he's been hurt. JC Escarra's cooled down, 157. Anthony Volpe's come back down to Anthony Volpe, 217. Jasper 245. Well, his is going up. Ryan McMahon, 187. There's too many guys in your lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys almost hitting. Well, one's above 200, but the other 3 are below 200. You can't win games like that. It's impossible. And then what if Judge, Rice, Caballero, and a few others are just slumping, and Bellinger? I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. It's got to change. It's got to change. So all I'm trying to say is, I'm sure the front office is aware of it. I'm sure the front office knows they need guys that can hit in the clutch and better hitters. I'm sure they know they need a better bullpen. But what is that going to cost you come the trade deadline? Because teams ain't giving them away these players for free. We gave up a lot to get Jake Bird. I guess give up a lot to get Camilo Doval. Give up a lot to get Bednar. Right? Bednar's shaky. We need a legitimate closer. Can we use a Carlos Negreanu? Can we use a possible Ryan Weathers? If he goes to the bullpen when Max Fried comes back. Right? Could that be our closer? I think Ryan Weathers would be a really cool closer. They can air it out, probably touch 100 easy. You see what he's doing, and he's working out less, right? He listened to the Yankees, and a lot of his injuries were more physical, by constantly being in the gym and doing things like that, where he was physically injured. It wasn't from throwing or an elbow problem when he was with the Marlins. So he's managing that well this year. So with that said, guys, I don't want to stay on too long. I just wanted to come on real quick. Like I said, the Yankees are basically standings. They are 31-22 with a .585 winning percentage. Tampa Bay's in first place, 34-16. Can't even beat them. Yankees are 4-6 in the last 10 games. 4-6. You tell me that sound promising to you? Blue Jays are almost at 500, thanks to the Yankees helping them out. Boston not even going there. Cleveland's 32-23. Wow. Braves 36-18. Best winning percentage in the game right now. Milwaukee Brewers 30-20. Dodgers 33-20. 6-23. So Dodgers won. They've won 8 out of 10 games. Win streak 2. Oh, they lost 8 games. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. Crazy. That's all I got for you. That's all I got. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. What your thoughts are. Definitely share it. If you got friends and family, share this out. I need to build the channel a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to be more consistent. Come on more. All right? Guys, have a happy, safe Memorial Day. I'm Errol from Sports Geek. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.